Well, we're back here as the Redneck Investors, and I've got. It's okay. Well, thanks for allowing me. All right, man. I appreciate it, Dawson. I got Dawson right here to the right, and I got Landon down at the far end. Got a real wise guy over here. Did you know that?
He is. He's the smartest friend I have, and the only.
Surprised you got one. So, just so everybody knows, we are not financial advisors. We're just bringing awareness to the need of investing to stay ahead of things that they call like inflation, and you need to have some growing equity for when you get older, and supplement your Social Security as long as it's still around by the time you guys get there, because that's a long ways away. If you don't feel good about doing the investing yourself, you should just go see a financial advisor. Good place to start if you don't want to. If you don't want to learn the ropes of how to invest. So as of this week, it looks like all the markets are headed down. Stocks, crypto,
everything, gold.
Gold didn't move much though.
No, I touched 39.90. Now it's back to
41.
41.
It's kind of leveled off there between its high and when it got down to 39, and it's been right there around 41.
It's at 4,086 buckaroonies.
Right around 41.
Yep.
And then did you catch the big news there on Nvidia?
Yeah, their earning report came out and it was like 8% higher, I think.
Yeah, can we pull that up there? And see if we can.
It's actually saving all technology because once that news came out, crypto bounced off the support levels, and pretty sure the Nasdaq bounced. Well, I think Nasdaq takes up 10% of 10 or 12%.
Yeah, the Nasdaq is 10%.
Is it 10%? Yeah.
Yeah, and the S&P is 8.
Nope.
So, the question is how did their earnings come out today?
It
says right there, Nvidia exceeds revenue expectations. I got a little bit, but not enough to talk about.
No? Yeah. Me either.
I'd be better off if it went down so I could buy some more. I really hate to buy it when it's on the move up. So there we go. There we goes Meta. Did you get the Meta news?
I did not. I wasn't updated on that.
No, so they have done nothing this year.
Ooh, good. Not usual.
0. They're below what they were at the first of the year. You take it for the 1 year, or year to date, actually, year to date. Okay, so it's over there right around 600. It was 590 something, and then right now it's back to a little below where it started the year, so it's done nothing. Big 0 on the year.
Big 0.
The only thing you could get out of that one there was some day trading or some swing trading. But you definitely wasn't long term. You wasn't gaining nothing after a year.
No.
So, do you know what one of their problems is?
Meta's problems?
Yeah. Why is Meta having a problem?
Can you tell me?
Yeah, they're building this massive data center down in northeast Louisiana.
I've heard about that a little bit.
Yeah, it's got like $10 billion in it.
Because I know they're paying some people that graduated with a tech degree a lot of money, $100 million salaries. Meta is.
I know I heard about Google doing a similar thing as far as they're all trying to win the race in AI essentially.
Yeah. That's the AI era.
They're not getting affected.
No.
As much as Meta, because Meta's like 10 billion, and it's like size of Manhattan. That's how big it is. I mean, we're talking
maybe not.
Holy
4 million square feet.
You're not going to be seeing
part of the big funding is coming from Blue Owl, and there's big questions with that. And then investors are starting to really get nervous, and if things don't change around, they could have some mass layoffs at Meta.
Yeah,
Not good.
Not good.
I say that crypto. I see.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Bitcoin actually was like actually hit below 90.
88,000 to be exact. Yeah.
I don't know how much it's moved up since then. And Solana was down under 130.
Oh yeah, 128.
Well, yep. So Bitcoin touched 89K. Solana touched $128. Over $1.4 billion got liquidated. Solana being at 128, the meme coin world actually got wiped. So like a big meme coin we've talked about, Troll. I think I've talked to you about it. Mm-hmm. That's down almost 60%. That's at a 30 million market cap. Something called Nobody. I think I've talked to you a little bit about Nobody. That's sitting at a $15 million market cap.
Wait, no, I was in on that Nobody, I believe. Remember?
No, because that was super high.
No, there was that one coin. It was Nobody.
Oh, no, you're thinking worthless. It was
useless coin.
You made some money on useless.
Yeah.
Pudgy Penguin. You've heard of Pudgy Penguins, obviously.
That's the one I want to hear about is Pudgy Penguin because it kind of reminds me of myself. Yeah, I kind of waddle when I walk and I'm pudgy, so I thought, man, you need to fill me in on Pudgy Penguin.
A Pudgy Penguin. They're actually one of my favorite meme coins. You can actually go to Walmart worldwide. You can buy a little kid toy called a Pudgy Penguin. It was above $1.1 billion market cap. With Solana being down and being backed by Solana, we're looking at a $700,000 Pudgy Penguin. I'm at 700 million. Let me double check. Yeah, 700 million.
I think I got in at like 800 million.
Do you know my number one option is Troll? I'm a big believer in Troll. They got listed on Coinbase. When we see money get back into the market, we're going to see Troll explode. It's listed on Coinbase, which means retail. It's easy to buy. Anyone can download a Coinbase.
So I think that's going to be my first buy is Troll.
And Pudgy Penguin. I'm really confident in those two places.
I really was thinking like something a little more solid like Solana.
Solana, yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I'm going to get Troll is because that's what I am. So
a troll buys troll.
I troll people. I troll people, so I might as well have some troll coin.
You should. I mean, I think it was a great buy.
I had some troll for a little bit.
Thank God you got out because it's down right now.
Yeah, got out.
I just started buying more of it, and
I think Trevor still holds.
He holds everything. He doesn't sell. He just buys and holds. Another thing with crypto I really want to bring up is the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Have you ever looked into that? Okay, so to give you an example, at a high when Bitcoin was at 125K, it was sitting around 85. Can you pull it up? You kind of get a look at it. I'll show you on the computer for now. Dawson?
Yep.
This is the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Right now it's at extreme low. Extreme fear, 15. So when we're at 125K, it was at 80. What is that telling you?
So the price of Bitcoin dictates the fear in the market for crypto?
Yeah, it's just everything, the news, just everything going on.
Yeah. But you always mention as far as like getting in on a project, it has to have a good like
narrative. That's when you're on like meme coins.
Yeah.
That's a lot different.
But like that's similar.
Solana, with like ETFs lined up and stuff.
But the narrative with crypto in a whole lately has been it's very bearish. It's not.
Actually, now with the news, it's been very bullish. Like only bearish thing I can think of with news is the United Kingdom, UK.
Why is that? Oh, because
with the stable coin.
Yeah, the stable coin.
You can't hold this. They're gonna have limits to everything. You can only hold this much of stable coins. You only hold this much. Crypto.
Well, why would they want to regulate something like that when people can change their lives with it?
Well, because you can spend now, like you can go groceries, you can get a little Solana pump card, buy groceries now. If you can use crypto as regular money, you should be able to pay taxes on it the same way as regular money.
Yeah.
They want their cut.
With it being extreme fear at 15, this is the best time to be buying. Because a lot of people get this wrong. A lot of people, like Dawson, you're new to crypto. Right now, you're like, oh, everyone's bearish. Everyone's talking about Bitcoin's going to 60,000. I'm not touching crypto. But then when crypto explodes 30% in one day, everyone's like, oh my God, crypto is going to be the technology, new tech. Everyone's going to be using crypto in 20 years. Now in your head, you're like, oh my God, I got to buy crypto.
Yeah.
And then 2 months later, it's crashing. You're like, I'm not, oh my, what am I going to do? I'm going to sell. So the market makers are making you buy at the high, sell at the low. So it's very simple what they're doing. If you can just use a little simple tool, go look up crypto fear and greed index. If it's low, start buying. Once you see it at that 70, 80 range, start selling. Very easy process.
Okay.
But a lot of people get it wrong, even like me sometimes, because it's money. At the end of the day, humans are emotional with money.
Well, the biggest part is how much are you tied to it,
Yeah.
and do you need it?
That is a big part.
Because see, that's like all of the markets follow the same trend. They go up and they come down. The Bitcoin was at 68,000, and then it plummeted all the way down to 16,000. He thought at that time that it was going to go below 16,000 and actually get closer to 10,000. But he was happy because he could buy more. He did not put himself in a position to where he had to sell because he needed the money. So it's like, this is a great opportunity to buy more.
Ride out the roller coaster a little.
That's why you only invest money that you can afford to lose.
Because Rick Rule was the same way when he was on that one podcast, and the lady was telling about how gold was dropping, and he's like, well, that's just an opportunity to buy more. He goes, I love it. Because I know that if I buy it when it goes down, it's going to go back up. So,
yeah.
He goes, I have no problem with it.
Yeah. It's a beautiful opportunity in the crypto world. I mean, we probably won't see prices like this for a really long time. I think 2 to 3 months from now, we're going to be wishing we saw Solana at 130.
Well, let's just go back to that one part because you got your greed index.
Mm-hmm.
So here you go, Dawson. In the stock market, it's called the VIX, but it works the opposite. The higher up it goes, the more nervous people are. The lower it is, then that means it's more stable. But it's a lot more, the market's a lot more volatile when the VIX goes up.
Do you see Bitcoin hitting 100K before December starts?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
And why?
There's going to be a drastic turnaround.
And I love it. Come on.
It's going to be a drastic
For all the
turnaround.
crypto lovers out here, baby, let's go. Let's believe in big unk.
They're not going to let stuff sit too long. Somebody's going to.
We're going to scoop up these cheap prices.
Trigger thing. People are going to start buying, and up it goes again.
What about you, Dawson?
Might be Sailor.
I think well, on Twitter he said he's been scooping up.
And BlackRock.
He's been scooping up Bitcoin the last 7 days. That's what he's saying. He's claiming on the Twitter account.
And then you got BlackRock.
They're scooping up a lot of Ether now. They're talking about ETFs with Ethereum.
Okay.
Well, way you guys put it makes me want to think the same, but at the same time, for December, I don't think so. And I'm just thinking that from holidays are right around the corner. A lot of people's money, like retail investors, aren't going to be in the market at that time. They're probably going to pull some out. Like, I know Terry hates to hear it, but I'm sure there's a couple people out there that pull some of their money out of their Bitcoin and get their kid a good Christmas present or something like that. But
so you're saying no?
No.
You're saying no?
Mistake.
That's a mistake because I'm going with
my
uncle down here. I'm saying it's going to be like around $103,000 by the end of this month, beginning of December.
103,000 at the end of the month.
Yep.
And Dawson, I am not saying that you're wrong.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm not saying that you're wrong, that people won't do that, but I'm just going to say that it's wrong.
No, why would you do that?
Do it.
Don't do that. It's so stupid. No, don't do that.
I know.
Find a way not to touch that.
The Dawson update. The penny stock update. How has it been going?
Well, considering it's penny stock, it's high risk, high rewards, and I'm facing a little bit of the risk factors right now. Some of my stronger days have more green days, but not too many lately. Today I was at almost 3% up on the day, but overall in the last 3 months, roughly about 15% down.
You're down 15%?
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened when you first started investing?
It was real green, and I was really happy.
Yeah, but do you remember what we did?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right here on the screen right now. Do you know why that's on there?
Why is that on there?
Because I asked Landon to put it there.
You need that back?
I need that money. I need my money. Where'd you go wrong? Where did you go wrong?
Hey, Solana's at 130 now.
Hey.
I need my money back. I need my money.
Yeah,
$250 each.
$250 each, man. Where's that money? I need that
Where
fudgy penguin.
the beep is my money?
I'll be like that.
It'll
one.
be there in the next 6 months. No, like I was saying though, the portfolio's been high risk, high reward. Kind of figuring out the process of that now. Gonna start transitioning my portfolio over into some more moderate risk, some lower risk plays, more ETFs. Want to get more JEPQ going, get that more instead of buying some of these low ones. But I mean, the ones that I've been buying, they're really dependent on the Fed cuts. If the Fed's cut rates, my portfolio should be seeing a lot of green. If they don't cut rates, I'm going to continue to struggle.
But just don't bail.
Yeah.
Don't touch these. Don't touch these.
I haven't
buttons.
lost anything yet.
Don't be panicking.
I'm
Don't
gonna
be
take
panicking.
these. I'm gonna take these buttons away from you, just so you can't touch them.
Yeah.
It will come back.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because with the way it's set up, I mean, I'll have a higher return on investment if I be patient, wait for that day for the green. But once I see that, though, I'm going to get it out as soon as possible, these high-risk plays. Getting sick of these high-risk plays, not going to lie, but I know they'll turn out eventually. So I want to get into more some like Apple and,
The blue chip.
get some NVIDIA, things like
You
that.
know.
Speaking of NVIDIA, that MVTS had the same reaction to the news of NVIDIA's earning report coming out.
So here's the part is, you can take like NVIDIA and Tesla, and they can make some really big jumps, and you can make some money by not having many shares. But the problem is why I started doing some stuff like with Big Bear and SoundHound. Things similar to that is you can buy a lot more shares, and if it makes a movement, then you can sell it. But for let's say you want 10 shares of NVIDIA, that's $1,920. How much Big Bear can you buy for that?
A lot.
And if that moves up, like it did earlier this year, and you have the patience to wait, man, all of a sudden, that moves up $4, and you got 1,000 shares. That's $4,000. But NVIDIA's got to move up a good chunk when you're
Low on shares.
Yeah. But the thing that I'm starting to get around to is that little concept of compound interest. If I can start just putting my money into the smaller ones and start to, because I want to say it's like 70% of my portfolio is in like high risk plays. I'm starting to get away from that, starting to put more into some like the SoFi, starting to put some more in the JEPQ, forward, things like that. But most of it, I mean, got some mining plays in there. That kind of got squashed down a little bit after that whole tariff trades went off. The other ones are kind of dependent on the AI taking off in the next year or so. So those are kind of a little bit more of a long-term play. But I mean, in the next 6 months, I'm going to try trimming some of my profits and getting away from the higher risk and getting more toward the lower risk, so I can continue to build and not be as stressed out some of these days.
Oh, next section.
Oh man, what got you started investing?
I'll start this one off. So actually, I was bringing back to YouTube. Graham Stephan. When I was 15 years old, started watching some Graham Stephans. I turned 16, started working at the deli. I started putting my money into crypto. Once I met this guy named Jesse. Well, he was telling me this one. He was like, "Man, if this was like a unicorn dust or something, some meme coin. So if it hits a cent, I make $300,000." And I was hooked right away. I was like, $300,000 off of what? He's like, $400 investment. I'm like, oh my God. So I took all my money. I started making from the deli. I started buying, I don't really know what I was doing. Started buying Doge and Ethereum. Did that for a little bit.
You didn't buy any blue dust?
No, I didn't even know how to find it at the time. I was a noob. But my biggest shout out was Graham Steffens because he's the one that made me buy Vanguard and Bitcoin. When Bitcoin was at as low as 22,000, and I was buying Vanguard like at 180, 190, almost like an 80% return now.
So is that because you didn't have the money to get into real estate? Because Graham Steffens, Mr. Real Estate.
Yeah, well, that's what started his journey. He's really big in investing into ETFs and kind of playing the long term. Talks a lot about compound interest. But real estate is what he got started with, being a real estate agent. Made a lot of money.
He's pretty well-rounded.
Very well-rounded. Very smart guy. He's been doing it for a long time on YouTube.
So when did you start picking up the game, when you got to Kellogg's?
Yeah, I would say Kellogg's, and then actually with stocks, Kellogg's invested into Apple, Amazon, Vanguard. I didn't get into dividends until I started working with you guys. Another thing I wanted to bring up with my crypto journey was actually when the first wave, I didn't sell any of my crypto. It was like Dogecoin went crazy. I was up a lot of money. Ethereum was like at 2,000. I was buying Ethereum at $800. So I was up a decent amount of money, but it all went down. I didn't have a lot of money into it. And then before the election, when Donald Trump got in last year, I put in a decent amount of money before the election, and then I still had all the money in crypto that I've bought throughout the year with Bitcoin, Doge, and Ethereum. And then when Donald Trump got announced he's going to be our president, I mean, crypto exploded. And then I started my crypto journey from there.
Didn't dump any, huh?
I didn't dump any. Well, I dumped some now, but until Delhi to November 23, right? November... When did you
24.
get November 24? Oh. Held all of it.
A year ago.
Yeah. Insane. Time flies.
So after it pumped, you didn't dump?
Oh, yeah, I dumped that, yeah. But it was from the deli, so from 2021 to 2023.
You didn't sell any of your initial investments?
No, my Doge or Ethereum or Bitcoin. I sold all my Bitcoin at $105,000. And I regret it. Because it went to $125,000. But big shout out to Graham Steffens at the end of the day. He was one of the biggest reasons I started investing. 100% Graham Steffens.
What got you started?
Kind of a similar idea. I mean, I saw a lot of what was going on with Landon and his journey. Started looking into it, and I actually came across some of Graham Steffens' videos too. So, got to say some of his influences on me as well. But my whole thought process going into investing was just trying to set up a better future. I want to keep as much money as I make from whatever career I do. I don't want to be looking around for cash in the future. So if my money can grow sitting in a different account than it already is, like, I'm up for it.
So was you trying to do any of that while you was playing college boy?
I was not, because I was paying for the college. And I really did not like that investment. To an extent, it was great as far as like the people that I met, the experiences that I gained. But at the same time, like, you pay money to a place to teach you how to be a business owner eventually, and then they teach you things that don't pertain to how to be a business owner and kind of how to work for a business, and it just didn't seem like the greatest investment.
So then your actual investing in crypto / stock market didn't occur until after you were out of college.
Correct, because that's something that was never discussed there. Yep.
So for me, mine all relates back to my son. So like the first thing that he ever taught me was Google.
That's funny.
How to use Google, or
he said if you got any questions, Google it. Okay. So I mean,
he was just tired of you calling him. He's like, you better start Googling.
I'm 64. I had no idea about computers or anything like that.
That's crazy.
I'll give you one quick backdrop on that. Is that I was since I've grown Christmas trees, I've been with Christmas trees my whole life. Is that I was checking out some stuff about Christmas trees on a computer. You know, he was in high school, and you get a screen on top of another screen, but the screen on top has no X. So I'm looking for the X to make it go away, but I can't because there's no X. And then he comes in, and I'm sitting there fighting with this thing for about a half an hour. Then I gave up. And then all of a sudden he comes in from school, and he goes, well, that's not a problem. Here you are, Control Alt Delete, boom, and you know, he goes, there you go. And it's like, oh wow, I feel stupid. You know, wow. And so it was between that. Then he started with the dropped the gold because he was the big Peter Schiff guy.
Oh yeah, I know what that is.
And so then it went from not just Google but to YouTube videos. And then the more I started watching the YouTube videos, and then I was checking out Peter Schiff and him talk about gold and all that all the time. So then I invested some in gold, and then through the videos, though, then the Gregory Manarino, and then that tipped me into the JEPQ. Yeah, take it back.
JPI.
JEPI. Then I went to the JEPQ, and you know the difference. You know what the difference is between them?
There's a slight investment difference based off of the index.
Yeah, one's a little riskier, and they move the money more, and then the other one's more stable. So JEPI is more stable, and so it pays less. You get a better dividend off of JEPQ because of the volatility part.
Okay.
So at least that's how I've pretty much noticed it, because I definitely get a better payout on JEPQ. But so then they got into that, and then started an account, and then I just started doing a little bit of Tesla and NVIDIA, and just kind of compounded from there. Then you know, the more I do it, the more I study it, and I'm definitely no expert, but you know, one of these days, as long as I live long enough, maybe I will be. Nobody's an expert in that, actually.
No. You always got to be willing to learn, always.
Well, you know, you don't get to control everything, so that definitely means you're not no expert, or else we'd all be Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, I don't have that system, so, you know.
Can't beat them, join them.
I got to grind it out.
Yeah, I'm about to run for office.
My name is Dawson Ransom.
I'll be your president.
I'd vote for Dawson, honestly.
Feel like I'd get some good votes.
He likes his fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a big fan.
He's a big fan.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan. You know, fans usually have some fans.
Yeah.
So, next part is, what about goals? Do you think they're important?
So I do. I think goals are very important. I don't know what you think about them, but personally, I like to make goals, like yearly goals and monthly goals. Biggest goal is for my businesses. Love my businesses. Got a lot of goals for those. But I think setting goals, what that does for you, it pushes you. When you don't set goals, you don't really have like an end goal. And when you don't have an end goal, you don't really have a roadmap. And I think building a roadmap for your success is the big thing. And enjoying the roadmap, enjoying the journey.
So without me saying anything, you're going to say that you have long-term goals and short-term goals?
Yeah, I do. So in December time, I like to do next year will be 2026, goals for 2026, and I'll break those down, and then I like to do goals for each month.
So even though the question hasn't been applied to me, but just since you're doing this, I'm going to put this out there. Is that like a business, you should have a 5-year plan.
5-year plan.
Okay, what about
I like that.
What about you?
I don't think goals are as important as people make them out to be.
Okay.
Now, I say that, but I do think goals are somewhat important. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a true believer in the product isn't as important as the process. And a lot of people get so caught up on achieving a certain goal, and if they don't achieve it, it's the end of the world for them. When in reality, they need to just focus on doing everything right, following the right procedures and the right processes to make those goals become a reality. And if once they start focusing on that in particular, those goals will become a reality. But a lot of people will set these high, steep goals that are unachievable and unrealistic for their standards or their circumstances. So I don't think goals are as important as people put them out to be. They should be put in the process over top of the goals as far as the importance on it.
And are you talking more of the people that are setting like these crazy goals, like I want to make $1 million in 1 month?
Yeah, essentially.
Because like my goals are like I want to build a habit. So what are the goals I need to do each day, and then break it down for each month? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean? No. I get that, and I've always been a big goal sheet guy. I love putting a goal sheet on the door. You know, growing up wrestling, I had a goal sheet every wrestling season. You know, so I'm definitely a big believer in having goals, but at the same time, I believe that understanding that if you don't achieve that goal and you're still working in the right direction, it's okay. Like a lot of people really get down on themselves and are hard on themselves and really stunt their growth because they didn't achieve a goal, and that's just it's kind of unacceptable in that way, you know, because you're still aspiring for that goal, but you need to follow the process of going after it.
I like that. I like that, Dawson. So, do you personally, you don't write down any goals anymore? Or do you
I've started to shift away it and just try focusing on doing everything the right way. Necessarily, the right way isn't always easy as far as like nobody explains it to you as like do this way necessarily or this way. You kind of have to figure it out.
You're saying getting after every day, trying to become 1% better.
Yeah, just be better, you know. Focus on being a better person as far as like, you know, be kind to others, you know. You don't know what's going on in someone else's life, things like that.
I like that.
But
are you shaking your head over here?
Oh, I can't believe you just said that. Wow. So you're saying something about that I'm supposed to be nicer to you?
Well, not necessarily that. I'm just saying,
I mean,
like,
if that's something that I'm supposed to be working forward towards, it's not happening. Okay, I'm not gonna be nicer to you. All right, not happening.
That's okay. That's okay.
So if that doesn't work up to your standards of what we're supposed to do, sorry, it's not happening.
Yeah, but I understand that though, and you just gotta.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you understand that. But I'm just not gonna be nicer to you.
I don't know. I just feel like you know, when you bring good energy into the world, good energy gets absorbed back towards you.
To my favorite section.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
What's your favorite cheeseburger?
Oh. No, we're gonna make Dawson go first.
Oh, why are we making Dawson go first?
Because I don't think he's gonna agree. I got a feeling that you and I are gonna be more agreeable on this subject than he is.
All right, let's see it.
All right. So my favorite cheeseburger.
Wait a minute. Well, let me guess.
I'm at here.
Let me guess.
It's almost like you can read it.
No, I haven't read it, Dawson. I swear I did not read anything.
Well,
I'm gonna say that he's gonna go with Culver's Butterburger.
Nope. Pretty close. Pretty close. It's the Culver's Double Bacon Deluxe Cheeseburger.
So that's not. So they're not all Butterburgers from Culver's.
No, you can get the Butterburger.
You can get a Butterburger. Yeah. Well, they're technically they're not.
Because it's a smash burger style, which is very whatever, dude. He doesn't know. Culver's Bacon Deluxe Double Burger. Dude, that you can't tell me that a fast food place that has the best pricing out there as far as being fair is gonna have that quality of food. Because that's fresh bacon and that's fresh patties. That's not like your average burger right there at fast food.
Just like that right there. That's what it looks like in real life.
No, it doesn't. No,
it
doesn't.
Looks like in real life. But they show you the commercials and they look so tasty. And then you actually get one.
No.
And it's like,
that's false.
Oh, man, that's a dog crap.
That's false. Every time I've went to Culver's, I was satisfied. Because you know what's best with a Culver's Bacon Double Deluxe Burger?
You don't want me to say.
One of those Georgia peach.
You don't want to say. You don't want
clusters.
me to say. No.
You get a cluster shake with every one of those. It's so delicious. They got a flavor of the day every day.
No
Different
more
flavor.
Culver's.
The Culver's talk is over.
No. My favorite burger is Five Guys Burgers and Fries. I'm not even gonna lie. When I go there, I get me a double cheeseburger. Listen, double cheeseburger with bacon, with everything on it.
Yeah.
It will be $27 for one meal,
exactly.
but
It's worth it.
it's worth the money. But you have to eat it there. You can't take it home. You know, Big Unc, we've talked about this. Cannot take it home. It's so
It
greasy,
gets soggy.
bun soggy and stuff. But
Now, you can
I
take
have
a
a second-
Culver. You can take a. You can take a.
dude,
Culver's
I've always
home.
realized.
You can take a Culver's home.
Yeah.
Because there's no moisture. or
Yeah,
anything
no,
in
it's
it,
horrible
so it'll
burger. It'll stay the same. It's like a
It'll
cheese.
Stay the same.
It's like a
McDonald's
Oh,
cheeseburger.
man.
That's false.
Go to Five Guys.
Not true.
There you go.
Won't regret it.
There you go.
We'll see you guys next
Culver's
Wednesday.
all day.
Next Wednesday with the Five Guys.
Yes.